Here comes the, y'all don't really want it like, here comes the, here comes the, y'all don't really want it like, here comes the, here comes the, y'all don't really want it like, I said so, I keep the pills up in my heart on the dirty like blood, so I got no twist in my head, but I'm still dread forward, I got plenty of bread, so I go to bed full of lime, in it to win it, I'm all in, I might call you my good young blood, but we ain't kidding, you think the jumping man, you best think again, the dirty, I'm the type of man that might go from revenge, got some not so nice friends, kick the door off the hinge, take the door off your bins, pop up my phone in your fans, man, please, this is cynical, ain't no subliminal, I'm physical, financial, and mental to be a general, hey, the mama bitch, she want a snow job, not the type be in the tank, but in that road bar, man, please, I'm in the zone like AIDS full blown, I'm killing it like a blind man reading, I'm feeling it like, here comes the, here comes the, y'all don't really want it like, here comes the, here comes the, y'all don't really want it like, here comes the, here comes the, y'all don't really want it like, here comes the, here comes the, y'all don't really want it like, Diggy brother, when he knew he's off his butter, he ain't never been a fighter, you can go and ask his mother, I'm his lover and a fighter, you saying a writer, a quick fix and give your man a nice shiner, you know y'all don't really want it, I can tell just by looking at you, that you the type to run and go and tell just by looking at you, you on a mission for recognition by this and this, and didn't have no problem till the record started flipping, but y'all don't really want it, let me tell you the deal, I'm also serious, I'm dirty, I'm no longer for real, I'm like I'm skipping the jump, a clock grip on the pump, from leaving you in the trunk, somewhere prepared to jump, but y'all don't really want it, so quit acting like it dead, I'm looking to my right, trying to see who's there, so you better watch it before I stick to the plan, and be the next artist to run up in your stand, like, here comes the, y'all don't really want it, like, here comes the, here comes the, y'all don't really want it like here comes the, here comes the, y'all don't really want it like here comes the, here comes the, y'all don't really want it, man, y'all don't really want it, don't really want it, y'all don't really want it with me, I know you shook, man, you ain't built for a skirt as a nigga can be, it's my sound like when I'm coming like, when I'm coming like, when I'm coming for ya, it's gonna sound like, when I'm coming like, when I'm coming like, when I come for ya, it's gonna sound like, here comes the, here comes the, here comes the, y'all don't really want it like, here comes the, here comes the, here comes the, y'all don't really want it like, here comes the, here comes the, here comes the, y'all don't really want it like, here comes the, here comes the, here comes the, y'all don't really want it now.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of GoGetEmSports Live. Cunningham goes number 1 in the NBA draft, like we all thought he would. NBA offseason starting to heat up. Russell Westbrook to the Lakers. Josh Richardson to the Celtics. We'll get in right to that. Aaron Rodgers returned to the field this past week. We'll talk about all of it right here, right now on GoGetEmSports Live. This episode of GoGetEmSports Live is brought to you by PicksCity.com. Your next bet comes from the guys at PicksCity.com. Every game, every league, we have you covered at PicksCity.com. Before we hop into today's show, guys, I'd like to, again, remind everybody about our sponsor, WagerAttack.com. My friend over at WagerAttack on IG and Twitter has the best sportsbook around with the best customer service, whether you need it. Plenty of free giveaways, free play bonuses, including new promo code he has given me today to send out to my guys at GoGetEmSports. Use promo code GoGetEm for a 125% free play bonus on top of your original deposit, and he and I will both send you a free bottle of wine right to your doorstep. Hit him up, guys. Great book, great guy, great customer service. Another great guy we have on the show today, my boy Shane Williamson.
Yeah, what it do?
What up?
Nothing much. Just getting ready for football starting like a month.
Can't wait. But right now, NBA offseason, NBA draft. We'll hop right into that. Obviously, Kate Cunningham goes first to the Pistons. Not surprised there. Green goes number 2. Mobley goes 3. Not really any surprises. 1, 2, 3 there. Probably everyone predicted that. Mobley could have went 2, but I think the Rockets just love Jalen Green. They predict him to be a star in the making. So, what do you see in the draft, buddy?
I mean, it's going to be hard to judge where these players go right now because we haven't seen anything. But Kate Cunningham's going to be Rookie of the Year. Who cares? Our boy Book Knight went in the lottery, which was cool to go to the Hornets, even though I don't truly understand it unless they trade somebody. Not a whole lot to say about the draft. People are just taking young players that help them the most. Nothing really game changing that happened besides other stuff we'll talk about.
I think the draft is harder than harder to talk about in the NFL draft because most of the guys in the NFL have an impact right away. Like some of these guys are probably gonna come off the bench their first half of the year, and then you'll start seeing who's gonna be good, who's not gonna be good. The Magic for a second. They had 2 picks in the lottery. They got Wagner from Michigan, and they got what was the other guy they got?
Isn't it Jalen whatever?
Oh, Jalen Suggs.
There you go.
Correct. So 2 pretty good guys, 2 guys who saw in the March Madness tournament. They balled out for their team, best player on each team. The Magic, I think, just went best available for both picks. Obviously,
they have to.
As a guard. But the Wagner thing is kind of interesting because I think he's like the Aaron Gordon replacement. Even though he wasn't a great player for them, he still have a hole in that position. What's up, Dart? Yeah, I think Magic kind of won the first round, but Luka Garza, man. Luka Garza went second round to the Pistons. So the Pistons got Kate Cunningham and Luka Garza. Probably the top 2 players in college basketball last year. I'd love to see what Luka can do with his body coming into the NBA this year. Obviously, people say he's slow. He can't shoot that well. If he can shed 30 pounds, I think he can play a pretty prominent role.
That's a lot of weight to try to ask someone to knock down, though.
I think he knows that he needs to get faster and quicker. So I think if he really wants to be a great player in this league, he's gonna need to shed some weight and just get faster. I think it's the bottom line. Obviously, he's got talent. We've watched that past 4 years at Iowa. It's just a matter of can he be quick enough to play in this league, and that's the big question. So that's why he dropped the second round. Another guy who I like went to your team, Shane, Chicago, Io.
Ayo.
I think he could be a sleeper in this draft. I think he could be.
I mean, I hope so.
I think look at him as kind of like a Jimmy Butler type of guy. Hard playing guy, great defense, can score the ball a little bit. I think his offense will come as he gets better in the league. But you got a steal at him that late, so I think you guys did a great job in the draft.
I'll take it.
And then the Warriors. Warriors draft another guy. Don't know if that's going to be a trade piece for them later on, but they drafted a pretty good prospect. I'm not going to say player yet. Pretty good prospect. He's long. Look at his name right now. He's pretty long. I think he could play well with the 3-and-D type of game they have. Moses Moody, yeah. So I think it's a good pickup for them. I think they wanted to trade it, but they just couldn't find a trade well enough to get rid of that pick. Obviously Klay Thompson coming back next year. Curry's coming back strong. Draymond's still there. What do you see for the Warriors next year?
I mean, if everybody stays healthy, they're like a top 3 team in the West. I'm sorry.
Has to be. And everyone's forgetting about them. Like everyone keeps talking about the Lakers.
Curry almost single-handedly just brought them to the playoffs.
Right. Now you got his counterpart coming back. Still got Wiggins. Still got Wiseman. Still got Draymond. Probably one of the best starting 5 in the league. There were reports during the draft that the Warriors turned down a Ben Simmons trade. That was ridiculous. It was Wiggins, Wiseman, and 4 first-round picks for Ben.
That's gross. Ben Simmons should be traded for we saw what Russell Westbrook just got traded for?
Yeah.
I mean, I would trade something similar like that for Simmons at this point.
I mean, obviously Westbrook has great value. He had a great season last year, finished strong. Ben Simmons kind of the opposite. He finished terrible.
But he's young.
His trade stock went down a bunch, and the Sixers know that. But I think they just don't want to give up a guy like Ben Simmons who has the potential to be a guy like LeBron James if he finds a jump shot. Now it's a big if he finds it, but if and when he does, he still could be a top 10 player in the league. So they're going to want some value. I don't blame them for that, but they have to be realistic in asking what they want for him.
Yeah, but there's not much I can really say about the draft because most of these guys aren't really going to do a whole lot to start the season.
No, I think Cade will ball out. Obviously, he'll put up probably 20-plus points. Rookie of the year. Evan Mobley probably might be my second choice rookie of the year, just because he's on the Cavaliers and nobody else is really there. Yeah, I mean, not much to say now, but I think this is a good topic to talk about later. Probably have to give out some grades for each team. Next, all right. So obviously we got NBA draft, right? Now we got some trades going on. Russell Westbrook goes to the Lakers.
Okay.
Goes to the Celtics. Chris Dunn to the Celtics. What else? I probably missed some trades there. What else do we see trade wise?
Leonard Shamman went to the Suns.
I like that a lot,
okay, but this Westbrook thing. I think this might be a terrible trade for the Lakers. Terrible.
Could be.
I don't see how LeBron and him work well together. They're both kind of the same player, extremely ball dominant. Can't play off the ball, really. You can say LeBron's getting better at shooting threes, but it's LeBron. He's not that great of a three-point shooter. Westbrook is going to want the ball 100% of the time coming up the court. I think they should have taken the Buddy Hield offer. Give LeBron shooting. LeBron is at his best when he has shooters around him, and Russell Westbrook is not a shooter.
No.
And salary cap wise, LeBron, Westbrook, and Anthony Davis, your entire salary cap, you're gonna have people playing on minimums for that.
Yeah, minimum set at like $5.5 million. So guys like Rudy Gay, DeMar Rosen's not gonna take that obviously, but Rudy Gay, Carmelo, those could be guys to look at. DeMarcus Cousins could be back there, I think. They're gonna want veteran guys to take league minimum. So,
but I just don't understand it.
I agree, Moses. I mean, I wanted them to get Buddy Hield just because of the shooting factor. I think when LeBron had Mike Miller and Ray Allen, Chris Bosh around him who could shoot the ball, that's when he's at his best. That's when he could facilitate. He was averaging a triple-double in the playoffs. So I think it was such a good fit. But the Lakers just want that star player. They want that big three name. They want Westbrook, AD, LeBron. They just want that to compete with these other big threes. But sometimes you don't need a big three. Sometimes you need a good two and good stars around you. So we'll see how that works out. Obviously, it's good for the league, I think, when the big three formed. What happens with Bradley Beal now?
He's just going to stay in Washington. They're just going to build around him still.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're not going to just get rid of everybody and have Kyle Kuzma be your best player. Absolutely not.
Do a full reset.
No. I could see them maybe being like, oh, let's trade for Kemba from the Thunder. Because Kemba's not going to be on the Thunder come the start of the season. So I don't know where else he'd go. It's either like New York or maybe now Washington because they have that money space that they can give Bradley Beal a backcourt member.
I think New York's a possibility. And the Raptors could be a possibility for Kemba. The Jazz, if they don't sign Mike Conley back, could be a possibility. The Mavericks could be a possibility. They liked him since the start of free agency a couple years ago. He's definitely got some options. I think Sam Presti and Kemba and his agent have talked about trades since the draft started. The problem is for the Thunder, I think you could have got the most out of him trade night, NBA draft night.
Yeah.
Just because, I don't know, just because there's so many picks out there. There's so many guys who were moving around. New York made a couple of trades that could have went to the Thunder for Kemba. So I don't know if Presti's holding on just to wait to see what the most he can get for him, but he's definitely gonna get traded to come close to the season. So
Yeah, I think there's still a ton of moves to be made. Ben Simmons is, I think, a foregone conclusion that he's going to get traded.
yeah,
People like Pascal Siakam are potentially traded. There's been he's on the market or he's on the block.
What are the teams looking at?
I don't know if any teams have actually like been reported to be out there, but the Raptors have kind of put it out there that they're at least willing to listen to offers for him.
Huh. Didn't hear that. Interesting. We kind of saw like what Siakam was without a star next to him last year. Wasn't the number one guy we saw with Kawhi there. I think everyone just expected him to take Kawhi's spot and take over, which he didn't do.
No one should have expected him to do that.
No, but there are high hopes for him. I think he underperformed last year.
Yeah.
Be interesting to see what the Raptors do with Suggs now and Kyle Lowry. They just signed Kyle Lowry and get rid of Van Fleet. They just put Van Fleet at the 1 and run Suggs at the 2.
They don't have Suggs. What are you talking about? They got like Scotty. They got like this Scotty dude.
Scotty Barnes. The problem with Scotty Barnes is the main facilitator. So with Kyle Lowry, either they are not there, they're gonna have a situation where either he's playing off the ball, or Scotty's gonna have a little trouble playing off the ball because he's usually on the ball 24/7. So, again, we still have free agency left. Still have Kyle Lowry out there, Mike Conley, Chris Paul. Chris Paul came out with a report, or he came out with a report, but a report about him came out last night. Expected 3 years, $90 million to return to the Suns. So for me, Chris Paul was either the Lakers or the Suns. And when Westbrook went to the Lakers, I think it was the Suns taking it back. So another guy off the board. Utah Jazz made some moves Friday to get some cap space to bring back Mike Conley. They traded Derek Favors away for just a salary dump. So I think he's coming back to the Suns. To the Jazz. So really the only trade opportunities right now are Kemba,
Simmons.
Do you want to throw in D-Lil in there, I guess, still? But I don't know where
I don't think he's going to get traded.
Yeah, it was Lakers or nobody for me. So, yeah, it's really those two. And then if you want to throw in Bradley Beal, possibility. But top two guys right now are probably Kemba and Simmons. So we'll see. Let's see where those guys go. Obviously, Kemba, they're working out in the Celtics, but I'd like to see him work out somewhere else. Try to get a ring.
Speaking of the Celtics, do you want to pay Evan Fournier 4 years, $80 million?
Not really.
That's his asking price.
I think with Josh Richardson coming here, I think Fournier is gone. But we'll see. Brad has definitely done some weird things to start the offseason. Chris Dunn's coming back home to Boston, which is cool, but not a great player, but maybe a fresh start will get him going. I think he's going to be like a Marcus Smart type of player, just hard-nosed, like on the floor defense, so maybe Marcus Smart can mentor him a little bit, but I don't see him as a really great addition for the team. I mean, point guard depth, I guess, because
starting point guard right there.
Right now he is, probably. So a lot of moves Celtics can make coming forward. So, all right. Topic that we all want to talk about is probably going to be Aaron Rodgers.
Absolutely.
Aaron Rodgers back in the field this Thursday, I think it was. Obviously, this past couple weeks or past months have been crazy with Aaron Rodgers trade talks, retirement talks, him not wanting to play for the Packers anymore. And then all of a sudden, Devontae Adams said, "You know what? I'm going with him too." Now all of a sudden, he's back with the Packers, like you said he would. He signs a new contract, which I don't know the whole details about it. You probably know more than I do.
Mm-hmm.
David Bakhtiari grabs him a new vehicle. You know if you saw that or not. It was a Aston Martin golf cart.
License plate said Love 69.
Yeah. So he's back. I don't know how that happens. How you just snap your fingers and say, you know what? Yeah, I'll come back. After all the shit you've said about your GM, all the shit you said about your organization, they go and get Randall Cobb. The guy's fucking 36.
I'll get into that.
Like Randall Cobb fixes everything apparently. So might as well bring back Jordy Nelson and whoever was on the TJ Long and TJ Lang and all those guys. Just bring them all back, even if they're 45 years old. So what do you see in the Rodgers situation?
All right. This Aaron Rodgers situation all stems off from the fact that he wanted to right the wrong that happened to all the veteran key players that happened to the Packers before. Like during that little press conference thing where he kind of threw like Gutekunst and everybody under the bus. He was mentioning how these players were done wrong by the organization, just like let go for no reason. So now that Aaron Rodgers has put them on blast, they're realizing that like they need to like help Aaron Rodgers any way he can. Finally, it's taken them this long to figure out that they need to help him, and they're letting him have control over some of the decisions. I don't know if he's full on like Brady under control, because Brady has significant control over what the Bucs do right now because they got him Gronk and Antonio Brown and all that. But he wanted his buddy and longtime hacker Randall Cobb with him, so they went and traded for him. They're trying to make him happy because he is the whole reason why the Packers really have success. So, and I don't think they want to be out of any type of title contention as of now because they realize they can still get another few years out of Rodgers.
Yeah.
So they are trying to do all they can to make sure that he's okay, because without him, they're screwed.
I mean, yeah, they really had no choice on what to do with him. Obviously, make him happy and try to rebuild that relationship. The problem I have with this is like, I think Rodgers could have done it a different way. I like the press conference. I like what he said. I like how he stuck up for his teammates. That's great. I love that. Probably one of the most fascinating things I've seen in a press conference in a long time, and I wasn't expecting it from a guy like Aaron Rodgers. So that was pretty cool. I like that. I like the guys he named off. Like I said, TJ Lang, Randall Cobb, Jordy Nelson. What was their fullback's name? Krug?
John Kuhn.
John Kuhn. They named John Kuhn.
He had a list of everybody because he didn't want to leave a single person out.
Correct. And I love that, man. I love that. I love the list he put. I think he even put Matt Flynn in there too, which is pretty cool. So I gained a little bit of respect back for that. Kind of just knowing what the whole situation was, like what his plan was going forward with the situation and why he did it and why it's coming forward now. I think if he would have presented himself a different way when this whole started and just told people why he was doing this, I think the whole situation would have died down sooner. I think it would have been caused a little more, I don't know, just less anger in the clubhouse or the locker room, as they say. But again, like I always said, I wanted him to stay in Green Bay. I like the Packers as a team. I did not want him to go to the AFC West. Did not want that. Which is reportedly the Raiders or the Broncos. So, again, happy he's in there. Happy things are fixed. Happy Randall Cobb is back there. I think that's pretty cool. Probably going to end his career with the guy he started with. I I think it could have been done a lot sooner than later. So, all the respect in the world, Aaron Rodgers, he deserves what he got in that contract, just like Brady did. Like I said, I think it'd be a fully guaranteed contract till he retired. That's what he just about got. So,
Yeah. So Packers. I want to lock this in right now. Packers making the Super Bowl. Making it.
I want it to happen. I say it every year, dude. They're always
on record. Keep this in the memory books until it's January, February.
They're always my pick to get there. Because I love Aaron Rodgers as a quarterback. Problem is, these past couple of times, it's just been coaching decisions that have just been killing them.
But I think now with Rodgers having this control, he's got a point to prove this season. He's a man on a mission. Like last year, he won the MVP. Cool. MVP doesn't really win the Super Bowl.
No.
But now he's on. I think he's out to prove something. Like, yeah, I did this for a reason. Now that, like, we're gonna do this my way. We're not gonna do this the Matt LaFleur Gutekunst way.
Yeah.
And I think he has the potential to lead them back there in a loaded NFC, or not loaded, but like top heavy NFC.
Very top heavy. You get the Bucs still. The Rams are loaded.
The whole NFC West is loaded.
Yeah, the whole Seahawks, Cardinals. I mean, it's going to be a great season for the NFC. But I think Rodgers is ready to show everybody what he could do with the guys he wants in that team. Did Darius Smith sign a contract yet?
I think they're still working. Well, he's still under contract for the Packers, but they're working on a contract extension.
So that'd be their next top priority, probably.
I think they're going for Devontae Adams over him.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Adams
Obviously, but I'm saying defensive wise, he's probably the next.
Yeah.
Biggest goal to get signed. They've lost some guys on defense past couple of years. That again, he said Micah Hyde in that press conference. Another guy I just thought of. Who was a great free safety for him. They let him walk. They didn't even give him a contract. So that I think it's all going to change now. I think Rodgers is going to be in control from now until he leaves. And like again, I just don't see him going anywhere. You said that for the past 4 months. You never saw him getting traded. I can see that now, obviously. So
I have one problem with Washington football team, and his name is Ryan Fitzpatrick. There is no way he's doing anything in the playoffs if they get there. I'm sorry, but he's been in the league how long, and he has how many playoff games? Like, he made the playoffs with the Jets, right?
Yeah.
I think. Yeah. Besides that, like, he hasn't, like, done anything. And he's been on, like, 10 different teams? He's just a journeyman quarterback that people think that, like, he can have a couple good games, but he could also have some couple really bad games and cost you maybe your playoff spot.
He'll get you 6 wins.
Yeah, but that's not going to do anything for them.
No.
They're going to have to rely on their defense to win them a couple games. I mean, which they could. They have the best front in football. But can it be sustained through 17 games? We're adding an extra game to the season. The whole new thing. I don't know. They're definitely in contention to win the division. Any team not the Eagles is in contention to win that division. What? You're going to tell... I know you picked the Eagles to win that division for some reason. Yeah, because you got a Jalen Hurts hard on. That's why.
Deshaun's going there.
No.
I mean, Deshaun Watson's going there.
Okay.
That's why I'm picking them.
So what happens if they don't trade for him?
Still picking them.
No, you're not. Stop. They'll have like top 5 worst record in the league.
That's something. But anyway, I mean, Dak Prescott's got issues now with the shoulder, and Dallas Cowboys are always gonna be a mess. You guys are kind of in the air right now because
it's all dependent on Daniel Jones.
So I think the division's still up for grabs.
I think it's up for grabs for anybody not named Eagles. I'm sorry.
We're gonna have a situation when the Eagles start off 11-0.
Start off 11-0. What? I mean, they could probably start off like 1-0 because they play the Falcons week 1.
Yeah, man. So, yeah, not much else to talk about. Kind of, and again, guys, it's slow season in sports right now. It's really just MLB. We can't wait for NFL season. That's why I moved it to Sunday at 11 a.m. NFL season starts. We're gonna break down every single game from top to bottom, and we're gonna give out our best pick, our best bet in that game. If it's a team total, if it's a prop, a player prop, if it's a game cover, if it's a spread, if it's a money line, whatever it is, we're gonna have it for you every game, every week, Sunday 11 a.m. Eastern time. I can't wait
Absolutely.
for NFL.
Hall of Fame games this upcoming week.
A week?
On Thursday.
That's cool, man. I literally can't wait for NFL season. I love it.
Steelers, Cowboys.
NCAA basketball starts coming up soon. I mean, I can't wait for fall. Sick of this summer heat. Sick of these summer sports. It's always a slow time once NBA stops, and then it's just MLB. So, obviously, you got NBA offseason still coming up. NFL, MLB playoffs, MLB trades happened this past week. If you want to touch on that, the Yankees got 2 guys in Rizzo and Joey Gallo.
Yeah,
Rizzo hit
you're real upset about that. Real upset about that because he didn't go to your Red Sox.
Not upset by Anthony Rizzo.
I mean, based on how he started playing on a new team, I'd be upset that you could have had him.
He's hit 2 bombs in 2 games.
Yeah, he's batting. He's getting hits is all that I care about. We needed some spark to the offense for some reason because Aaron Judge and all these players couldn't do anything.
Oh, sorry. You still talking about the Yankees or?
Oh, I'm sorry. My team won last night and yours didn't. Sorry.
Who's in the playoffs right now? Who's not? But yeah, guys. Every Sunday from now on, 11 a.m. Eastern time, Sunday NFL kickoff. We're gonna have it right here, probably about an hour and a half, and then we're gonna start watching the games, and we'll be back every Sunday. I can't wait, motherfucker. I can't wait.
Absolutely.
Any free picks, Shane?
Oh, absolutely. My diamond streak is gonna continue here.
What is your streak right now, buddy? What do you got?
I think I'm like 3-0-1 because that front time started. But first one, some juice. Chicago Cubs money line plus 100. They're playing a dude who has a 5.05 ERA. Absolutely trash for the Nationals. Both these teams gave up basically their entire team, full on kind of reset. But this Eric Fedde, I think that's how you pronounce it, or Fedde, dude allows major base runners. And for the Cubs, they have Adbert Alzolay on the bump, and he's walked only 27 batters in 93.1 innings, and he's held opponents' batting averages to 225. So this is just kind of screaming a bad matchup pitching wise for the Nationals. So I'm taking the juice there for the Cubs, and the other one, Tigers against the Orioles. I'm taking the Tigers money line at minus 130. Tigers are 10-1 in their last 11 home games and 4-1 in the last starts for Tyler Alexander. This team is hot at home and they play well under Tyler Alexander. So, and they're playing like the worst team in the league. So all signs are pointing towards Tigers win here today.
Anything else?
No, that's the 2. I'm sticking to 2.
Okay. Kind of a slow slate today. I mean, there's a lot of games, but not a lot that I like.
You want to be on camera to say this or what?
Sorry.
Professional. There you go.
All right. So first game I got, obviously Kyle Gibson trade from the Twins to the Phillies. Breaking news, I just found about this now. I didn't even know he got traded, so it's pretty cool. I like that trade for the Phillies. But I'm taking the Phillies first 5 money line today at minus 160 against the Pirates, who are just not good. Matt Keller's on the mound for the Pirates. Again, Pirates, that's all I got to say. Phillies kind of a big game for them. They've kind of been playing shitty since the All-Star break. I think Kyle Gibson brings a little spark to him, and he pitches great today. So that's my first one. Second one is going to be where was it? Oh, the Mets and Marcus Semien. I have them minus 1.5 at even. Marcus Stroman pitching for the Mets today. He's been great at home this year against a struggling guy for the Reds, Gutierrez, who's not been pitching well. This Reds pitching rotation is pretty bad. Surprised they didn't make any moves this trade deadline, but I like the Mets at even money at minus 1.5 today. And then my next one is going to be the Braves at minus 1.5 against Brett Anderson. Charlie Morton's been pitching great for the Braves. Strikeout machine right now. I have them at -1.5 at +120. So a little juice for you guys on this Sunday. Those are my 3 picks. Phillies, first 5 money line. I got the Mets -1.5. And then I'm taking the Braves at -1.5 at a little plus money.
Let's make some beans. Absolutely, Moses.
Correct. Tigers are a team to watch out next couple of years. The young pitching staff, they have a pretty good offense. They could be top of the AL Central next couple of years, so good to watch. All right, Shane, got anything else for the boys here?
No, we're just patiently waiting for football. That's it. It's been a long wait.
Every Sunday, 11 a.m. Eastern Time, we'll have you guys covered for every single NFL Sunday game, every pick. You got it covered right here on GoGetEmSports Live.
Absolutely.